All right, welcome. Today we're diving into something really powerful, a framework for making a huge shift in your inner world. We're talking about going from a life that feels like a constant, anxious effort to one that's grounded in a real sense of peace. We're going to explore this journey from just surviving to truly being. Okay, so let's just jump right in with a question. And I have a feeling this is going to hit home for a lot of you. Do you ever get that feeling, that nagging sense that if you stop just for a second, if you stop pushing, stop worrying, stop trying to hold everything together, it's all just going to come crashing down? And this isn't just some abstract thought, right? It's something you feel in your body. It shows up as this constant pressure. Your shoulders are always tense. Your mind just races and won't quiet down. And underneath it all, there's this deep, profound exhaustion. It's like you're constantly treading water, just trying to keep your head up. So, where does this all come from? What's really going on here? Well, to really get a handle on it, it helps to give it a name. So, let's talk about the surviving child. Now, this is super important. The surviving child isn't you being broken or flawed. Not at all. Think of it as this ancient and actually brilliant survival program. It's the part of you that learned a long time ago, probably when you were really young, that being on high alert, that worrying, that's what kept you safe. And this quote, wow, this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? For the surviving child, its whole existence feels conditional. It's operating from this really deep, primal place where getting love and approval isn't just a nice to have. It literally feels like life or death. And here's where we see the huge gap between its belief and reality. The survivor part of us genuinely believes that our effort is what's holding the universe together. That if we make one little mistake, it's a total catastrophe. But the truth? Life just keeps going. The sun is going to rise tomorrow, whether you had a perfect day or not. Okay, so living like this in survival mode 24/7, it's just exhausting. But what's interesting is that often, right at that point where you feel completely burnt out, that's when something new has a chance to show up. This is where a quiet inner shift can start to happen. And look, this isn't some big, dramatic lightning bolt moment. It's not a decision you make on a Tuesday. It's way quieter than that. It's more like this gentle awareness that starts to dawn on you, usually because you're just so tired of the fight. And this brings up a really, really important question. Think about it. If you can notice the part of you that's struggling, the part that's so stressed out, then who is the one doing the noticing? And that, right there, that's the first taste of real freedom. It's the realization that you are not the struggle. You're not the storm. You're the sky that holds the storm. That calm, quiet, observing presence, that's what we can call the soul. It's the part of you that's been there the whole time, just watching. And what does the soul say to that panicked little surviving child? It doesn't show up and say, hey, get over it, or just stop worrying. No, its message is just pure presence. It doesn't come to fix anything. It's just there to be with the struggle. And that simple, loving acceptance, that's everything. For the first time, that child part isn't all alone. So once that surviving child finally feels seen, once it feels safe, a huge transformation can happen. Its whole job description starts to change. It can actually shift from being a survivor to becoming something else, an emissary. And this isn't just some nice idea. There's a real process to it. First, you just notice the survivor. You see it when it shows up, trying to control everything, and you don't judge it. Then, you practice tuning into that other feeling, that quiet, calm, loving presence of the soul. And when you act from that place, your actions start coming from a sense of purpose instead of just fear. So that surviving child, now that it feels safe, doesn't have to spend all its energy just trying to exist anymore. It's like it gets a promotion. It becomes an emissary. All that energy that was locked up in fear is now free to become a channel for the soul's purpose in the world. And listen to what the soul says. This is such a massive weight off the shoulders. The pressure's off. The outcome isn't the child's problem anymore. The only job is to show up, to be the hands and feet, knowing you've got this incredible, deep inner presence backing you up completely. Okay, so as this new way of being, as an emissary, starts to feel more and more natural, the journey takes one final, beautiful turn. It's a deeper kind of integration, a state of living as the being. At this point, that sense of separation, the feeling that I am over here, acting for the soul over there, it just starts to dissolve. The line between the doer and the presence behind the doer, it just melts away. It becomes one thing. This table, it just lays out the whole journey so clearly. You start as the surviving child, the manager who's completely stressed out because it's all on me. Then you become the emissary, the messenger who feels supported and knows I am not alone. And finally, you arrive at the being. You become the vessel, and the core feeling is simply life moves through me. You're not fighting life anymore. You're not even partnering with it. You are the flow of life itself. So, what's the big takeaway here? This whole journey, it's not about becoming some perfect new person or trying to get rid of a bad part of yourself. It's really just about turning down the noise, turning inward, and learning to listen to that quiet, steady voice that's been there the entire time, just waiting for you to notice that you are never, ever alone. The only question is, are you ready to listen?